This is a fight that has been in the making. Francis wanted to fight John Jones. President White and Jones were unable to come to terms, but President White and Francis Ngannou were able to come to terms to put their differences aside and settle it out in the ultimate proving ground. Francis Ngannou, the champion, he was once homeless in the streets of Paris, slept on the floor of the gym where he trained. In his trips to get by, to escape through Spain, he was captured and dropped off in the Saharan desert. He comes out here as a man with something to prove, hoping that a fight with White can draw him in to the title match of our dreams against John Jones. But Dana White has something to say about that. John Jones is under contract, and Dana is here against Ngannou to enforce that contract himself. He comes with quite the boxing pedigree himself, and that is where he will seem to have the advantage against the champion Ngannou. White has been training boxing, where he grew up in the mean streets of Connecticut. He trained Tito and Chuck with his boxing background. He taught Ben Askren everything he knows about boxing. And now he comes into the ring hoping his boxing skills will teach the champion Ngannou a thing or two. Dana White gave us a quote going into this fight. He said, "I'm a white boy, I'm jacked, deal with it." And deal with it the champion will have to here in the ultimate proving ground. He has an advantage of height of 5 inches. He has an advantage of 5 inches somewhere else. And he will actually have 40 pounds on the company president. But the company president comes in with 18 years of life experience over the champion. Will it truly be a matter of age over beauty? That is what White hopes going into this bout. The more experienced man, the man with the boxing pedigree. But Ngannou comes in with ungodly power. Challenger after challenger have come to face him, and time after time they have left with their face and often their teeth on the mat of which they entered. Ngannou's power has been measured higher than any man in human histories. White, though, comes in with an undefeated boxing record, a 0-0 MMA record, but an undefeated boxing record, joining the greats like Floyd Mayweather and Rocky Marciano. Dana White's 1-0 record after Tito totally chickened out to their fight, and also as it continued onto the jet, as reported by the Fertitta brothers. White coming in with as an undefeated 1-0 boxer will have the advantage there against Ngannou, but this is MMA, so will Ngannou seek to bring this fight to the ground? White gets the early strikes in, but Ngannou always has that power. Oh, and the Superman punch from the president comes in, but Ngannou withstands it, and he keeps the pressure moving forward. He seems to lead with that straight behind the jab. It'll be interesting to see how that pays off against the shorter fighter in the president. The champion lands some good strikes there. He's making good use of his reach advantage in the distance, but the president is crafty, as you saw with that spinning back fist. He came here to enforce that contract, and he is going to leave. One man is going to leave. Will it be Ngannou with his contract to fight Jones, or will it be White with the enforcement of the contracts he had signed years ago? White comes to settle this and leave no question about if those will be fulfilled as drawn out. The fight has been a back and forth affair so far. White has shown a technical prowess, but Ngannou has a range, a weight, a power to him that the challenger can't quite compensate for, but the spinning back fist lands clean. Will it be a case of age before beauty, and just the experience, the technical prowess, can he overwhelm Ngannou with that, or will Ngannou's youth, his drive, his power, that almighty power, be what makes the difference here? He lands on the president there. The president just out of range of where his strikes can land, just where Ngannou wants him. Right where he can reach out and grab him. Oh, and the right lands flush as the president goes for a Superman punch. Can he recover from that? He keeps going forward. The president wants this. The president wants his contracts followed. He is showing that tonight with his prowess, with his experience, and with the grit to which he is stepping into these punches and moving forward. He is clearly outmatched in terms of power and youth, but will his determination be enough to oust the champion of the world? Well, Ngannou, as he sticks that jab, and that jab is finding a home, Ngannou thinks not. He's determined to earn that fight against John Jones that he has fought his career for. But will he be able to put the president away and prove it? We will see. The president's sticking through it. We thought that from that earlier punch that Ngannou landed, he might not be able to recover, but the president is looking better than ever before. He is stepping forward. He has actually been leading the dance. He has had the octagon control. So who won that round? Well, we think it might come down to the power of Ngannou, but Dana landed some shots of his own, and Ngannou took notice. So if it comes down to it in the second round, will the champion be able to continue putting the pressure up? We know that the champion is most dangerous in the first round. So with the president coming into the second, will that change the dynamics of the fight enough that Ngannou may start to wear? That Ngannou may start to question himself, question his power. We'll find out right now as White goes for the quick leg kick. I wonder if that could influence Ngannou. Oh, and the high kick from the champion. White is wobbled. White is wobbled. And Ngannou goes in for the kill with that jab. That jab has been a menace all night. That jab is making Dana White have second thoughts about coming in here against the champion of the world to prove something. What is it that the challenger, Mr. White, comes to prove? He is here to prove that his boxing is still world-renowned, that fighters must obey their contract or they will find the bloody fists of Mr. White. That is what he's here to prove. That is why he has taken the damage he has taken today and continuing to move forward. They don't call him the White Zombie for nothing. He has taken an ungodly amount of power. Will the champion finish him right here? Well, he will in this spot have to deal with the dangerous grappling of Dana White. While it hasn't been on display, its reputation has certainly gotten around. Tito Ortiz, the wrestling champion, will tell you about the power of Dana White's grappling. I wonder if that could be something that changes the fight. We saw it happen with Stipe Miocic. He was able to influence the fight with his grappling. Why couldn't Dana White do the same thing against the champion? That would be what I'd try to hit this fight with. That would be my approach. But Dana seems to be content to stand up with him. Maybe he thinks that he can wear down Ngannou. Maybe he thinks that it'll be enough to get through the first round just on toughness alone, and then maybe he can start to put out the volume. But Ngannou continues to show him with that power. He is not going away. It is not like that fight with Stipe, the first fight. Ngannou is not relenting, and he looks just as sharp as he did at the start of the first round. I don't know if White knows what to do. He seems rattled, but he continues to move forward. And he is dropped by that hook. That left hook drops him. White scrambles here. Oh, the leg pick. He is back up. He will not say uncle. He may be Uncle Dana, but he will not say uncle tonight as Ngannou drops him again. Oh, but now he's exactly where Dana wants him. This is where Dana can get grappling and really wear out Ngannou, bring out that lactic acid, really slow him down. This is the type of dangerous deep water that Ngannou, this is exactly where Ngannou does not want to be. He is fighting the president's fight right here. And the president turns it around. Ngannou tried to finish, but in the grappling department, it's been all White. This is exactly where he wants. And White is up, but he's dropped. Ngannou, the champion, is going to retain his belt, and he is going to demand his fight against Jones. Dana sought to end it tonight in the ring, but it may be ended in the contract room tonight if White is up to it. That was a devastating right from the champion that drops the president. What an upset. An incredible performance put together today by Francis Ngannou. It speaks for itself. And the winner, and still Francis the Predator Ngannou. And the champion retains. The president will have to eat his words, but he put up an effort today.